Dan Olds once again, and we are talking Winter Classic Student Cluster Competition, and we have some big news. You may see some different faces here because we are talking to the newly merged team of Florida A&M and University of the Virgin Islands. So we now have a powerhouse team of the three most involved, most knowledgeable, and most skilled folks on both of those teams that have combined to make a mighty colossus, although there are only three people. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great, Dan.
Very good.
Great.
Good. Chris, everything good?
Yep.
Everybody happy with this new combination?
Oh,
Definitely.
Definitely.
Excellent. Very cool. So let's jump in and talk a little bit in turn about what you're working on. So Kavika, what are you working on? What are you responsible for?
So I am responsible for HPCG benchmarks, getting that completed, and also the NAMD application.
Very cool. Very cool. How about you, Robert?
Yeah, so I'll be focusing on the LAMPS application, as well as the GrowMax application, and then I'll be also supporting, as needed, as a team needs, whatever the infrastructure needs that we need, compiler issues and different things, kind of work through, the support issues.
Okay.
So I'm working on those two applications, and I'll be also supporting as well.
Little system admin work as well then.
Yeah, give or take.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys, you know that the Intel compiler is out there and available for you, right?
Yes.
Okay. Good. So Chris, what are you covering?
So that just leaves the last two applications / benchmarks, HPL and OpenFOAM.
Okay. Have you gotten to the point where you've gotten all of these to run?
So we've gotten HPL. We've been tweaking HPL. And I'm going to start looking at HPCG because I was also working on HPL, but since the merger,
Sure.
we divided that back up. And then I've been working on NAMD, getting that working on the cluster. But I was doing it with CPUs only. So I think now we're switching to downloading everything with CUDA support and then doing it again with CUDA.
Well, and that's the point too, that merged team means merged cluster, which gives you guys now 8 nodes and 32 GPUs. Yeah.
Yes.
Because you had 16 each. That makes it significant. That's a big change. And now
right there. Yeah.
that is some firepower. Absolutely. That'll run your Winders for you. So there you go. Chris, have you gotten your stuff up and running yet? You were making a pretty good stab at HPL.
Yeah, but it was just running on CPUs. So now I got it installed with CUDA support and been working on that some more. And a while back, I was working through some OpenFOAM tutorials.
Okay. Very good. And Robert, you're making some progress on your stuff?
Yeah, so labs have already been running, but I'm still working on GrowMax to try to get GrowMax running and being able to run a subset of data. And then once we get to the competition, they give us the actual data we're going to use.
Yeah,
so we can just like plug and play at that point. But we still need to benchmark for GrowMax.
Yes.
So I'm still working towards that portion of it.
And the way that's going to work, just so you guys know, and I guess the rest of the listening and viewing audience knows, is that I'm going to have I have Dropboxes set up for your team, and I will give you the location of those Dropboxes when it's time. And that will have your full data sets, the competition data sets, and it'll have places for you to upload your results for each application. And then put your application brief up there as well.
Okay.
And I think that's probably the easiest way to do it for all concerned. And you can turn in as many application results as you need to. Just be sure and label them clearly with your team name and rev number. so we know which ones are the first and which ones are the last. Make sense? So how much are we learning so far in this competition?
I'm learning a lot. I'm learning, really getting into like the architecture of the cluster and researching all these different ways that you can check on performance, both CPUs and GPUs, and using Dockers and containers and all this stuff from NVIDIA.
Sure.
And so definitely learning a lot. And it's trying to put all that together so that I can get probably the best benchmark for HPC G.
G is not too bad because there's not a lot of stuff to manipulate with it.
Mm-hmm.
And the runs are fairly short too. I mean, even on the biggest supercomputer, it's half an hour max. So that's a good thing. LinPack's a little different, some more stuff to manipulate, but your runs with the GPU shouldn't be all that long either, which is good. So I don't know, I sense a quiet confidence in this team now that maybe wasn't there before.
I think with Chris Murphy being added to our team, he's definitely been doing a lot of work on the UVI side. It didn't seem like he was having the support that he needed, but now that we have a team of people who are actively involved, I think everything will go a lot faster.
Superstars. Yes. Yes. Now, how many of you have received the Microsoft Surface, by the way? How many of you have gotten it?
Yeah.
So Kavika's got it. Robert's got it.
Yeah.
Chris, did you get yours yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. It takes a little bit longer to get it out to the Virgin Islands, I think, but you were on the first batch. Have you guys had a chance to play around with it yet?
Yeah, I got a chance to play around with it. And so the funny story is I haven't got a stylus, but Wicca said that he had a stylus in his. So I'm still trying to search for mine. I'm not sure where it is. But, yeah, I didn't get a stylus in mine. So, but I have been playing around with it. I loaded in a few programs onto it, and I've been kind of surfing around, kind of get acclimated with it. So it's a very useful device. It's handheld. You can take it anywhere with you. The battery life lasts for almost 3 hours or so. So I don't have to worry about.
Oh, it's even longer than that, by the way.
Okay.
Once that thing gets broken in, I think the initial charge, you've got to charge it up a couple more times to get the full life out of it. But depending on what you're doing, it should be good for a lot longer than that. The thing I kind of envisioned that might be helpful with those is to be able to take it and take notes in classes and stuff.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Have something really small, and it's got a keyboard with it, right?
Yes.
Yep, got a keyboard. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So for me, since the competition got moved back a week, that the week, so the 26th to the 30th?
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be traveling. But the plan is to get all the applications and everything done that I can now, so that during the week of the competition, all it is plug and play. But I was planning on using the Surface actually while I'm on the road traveling the United States, just connect it to my phone and then use that to connect.
Be able to get in and check with the team and do whatever little things you need to do. That's great. And that's the thing about you, Kavika, is that you are, again, the master of time management. With everything you've got going on in your life, and that you're keeping it all to its own timeline and hitting your deadlines and all that. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
Wished I had that discipline, but I never have. But that's great. And Chris, I think you're going to like this thing when you get it.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff you can do with it. And a great little form factor. I'm hoping to snag one myself. So we shall see what happens. So any other news from you guys? Anything else going on? Are we feeling okay at this point in time?
Yeah, well, we're definitely feeling much better now that we have Chris on the team, because, now we have another another anchor, that we can rely on, and he can rely on us as well. So I think it's a great merger.
See, that's
a great
fantastic
on both parts. Because
fantastic.
because we had another team member who was unable to join us. So definitely adding Chris definitely helped our team out, and I'm pretty sure it helped him and his team out as well.
Well, yeah. I mean, and this happens in every competition, is that some people step forward, other people sort of fade into the background, and you don't hear from them much anymore.
Yeah, it happens. It's part of life, but we're excited about the opportunity that we have, and the team members that we have put together now. So we just have to make the most of it and do the best we can.
And this is personal with you.
Oh yeah.
This is redemption for Robert Dunn Jr.
Oh yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Because for those that didn't watch the first video, Robert and I go way back, although we didn't realize it.
Almost 10 years. Yep.
Actually, more than 10 years. It's 11.
11 years. Okay.
The very first cluster competition that I paid a lot of attention to and did videos and things like that was the 2010 competition in New Orleans.
New Orleans, Louisiana. Yeah.
That's right. And Robert was there with his team and was, not surprisingly, the only guy who was really doing a lot of work and pushing really hard. But the problem is that they got jobbed by their hardware provider, who gave them a workstation instead of a cluster.
Yeah.
And so it was impossible for them to do any sort of competitive result or to be, in the competition. But guess who didn't stop? Robert Dunn Jr. Yeah. He kept pushing, and he got some results in.
Yeah, we had to steal a few blade servers from the Dell display.
Yeah, they loaned you some stuff, didn't they?
Yeah, it was Dell, and it was another company that gave. So we got a total of 3 blade servers, and we had to tape them all together and get them all working. We had to load all the information back on there. So yeah, it was a learning curve. It was a lot that we had to do, but we still competed, and we did the best we can with the resources that we had. So
it was a character builder.
It was still a good learning experience, though. So.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade that for anything else. I just wish we would have, had the opportunity to win the competition, but just being able to compete and still, being able to, just show our faces and continue to move forward. Just have that perseverance about oneself.
You did yourself proud.
Yes.
That was also the first year, just from trivia's sake, that GPUs entered the competition.
Yeah.
Did not have a lot of success with them, but that was the first year. Yeah. Anyway, I will let you guys get back to clustering now. Be sure and let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that. And it is just great to see you all together as one team. I'm really looking forward to seeing what goes on with you guys.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you. And we will talk to you soon. Thank you. Talk to you soon.